Every winter, veterinary clinics across the world tell the same tragic story. Cats arriving half-frozen, dehydrated, their little hearts beating slower than they should, and their owners standing there in shock, whispering, "But I thought I was taking care of them." It happens over and over again. Because love isn't the problem, misunderstanding is. According to Dr. Emily Larson, a veterinarian with over 20 years of experience, winter is the most dangerous season for cats, not because of the cold outside, but because of what happens inside our homes. And that's the chilling part. Most of these cats didn't come from the streets. They came from warm houses, from living rooms filled with blankets, heaters, and love. Owners thought their cats were safe, when in truth, those warm comforts were slowly hurting them. Imagine this. Your cat curled up beside a heater, the air dry, the room silent. She looks peaceful, but inside, her skin is cracking, her throat is parched, and her tiny body is fighting to stay hydrated. She won't tell you she's suffering, because cats never do. They just trust. That's why veterinarians are begging owners to listen. Because 98% of cat parents, even the most loving ones, are unknowingly making the same small mistakes that lead to sickness, pain, or worse. And the cruel twist? These mistakes look completely harmless, even loving. So before you turn on that heater, before you give your cat an extra meal because it's cold, or let her nap near the window, please stay till the end of this video. Because what you'll learn today could mean the difference between comfort and quiet suffering. This is Paws Corner, and today, we're uncovering the hidden winter mistakes that break veterinarians' hearts and could be hurting your cat right now. Winter looks beautiful to us. A cup of cocoa, a warm blanket, maybe your cat purring beside the window. But behind that cozy picture hides danger most cat owners never see. Cats don't show pain the way we do. They don't shiver, cry, or complain. They simply endure. So let's pull back the curtain and expose the truth behind the winter habits that could quietly harm the one creature who trusts you most. 1. Lowering the temperature at night. You might think your cat's fur will protect them when you turn down the heat at night. But here's what vets see every winter. Cats developing stiff joints, sneezing fits, and cold paws that won't warm up even under a blanket. Short-haired breeds and older cats are especially vulnerable. Their bodies can't hold heat like they used to. When temperatures drop too low, their immune systems weaken, and simple chills can turn into respiratory infections. What most owners don't realize is that cats' natural body temperature runs higher than ours, around 101 degrees Fahrenheit. So even when you feel comfortable under your blanket, your cat might be just below the point of comfort, slowly losing warmth hour by hour. They'll curl tighter, their breathing slows, and their muscles tense to preserve heat. That constant strain is exhausting. Many owners wake up to find their cat curled tightly in a corner, trembling just slightly, and mistake it for cute behavior. But in reality, that's your cat trying to preserve the last bit of warmth it has. It's not adorable. It's a silent cry for help. So if you like turning the thermostat down to save a few dollars, remember, your cat doesn't have the same ability to grab an extra blanket or move to a warmer room. You control their climate completely. 2. Forgetting about hydration. Winter doesn't just freeze the outdoors, it dries out the indoors. The heaters running all day rob your home of humidity, leaving your cat's body quietly dehydrated. You may not even notice it. Their skin becomes itchy, their coat loses its shine, and their energy dips. One vet explained that dehydration in cats during winter is a hidden killer because owners rarely associate thirst with cold weather. What makes it worse is that cats are naturally poor drinkers. They evolved to get most of their moisture from prey, not from bowls of water. So when the air dries out, they lose moisture faster than they can replace it. You might notice dandruff on their fur, or that they visit their litter box less. These small signs are their body's way of signaling imbalance. If your cat seems tired, uninterested in play, or eats less, it might not be laziness, it could be thirst. Just because you don't see sweat doesn't mean they're not losing moisture. Try using a water fountain or placing extra bowls around the house. Even a humidifier can make a huge difference. A well-hydrated cat will have a softer coat, brighter eyes, and a lot more energy to enjoy those cozy winter moments with you. 3. Letting cats sleep too close to heaters. We love seeing our cats curl up beside the heater or fireplace. It looks adorable. But vets say that image often hides a painful truth. Cats' bodies aren't built to sense gradual heat damage. When they sleep too close to direct warmth, their skin can dehydrate, their fur can singe, and in some cases, their organs start overheating without visible signs. Overheating doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it starts small. Your cat pants slightly, moves slower, or avoids eating. Their body tries to cool down internally, but with thick fur and no way to sweat, it becomes a dangerous struggle. There are countless heartbreaking cases of cats burned or developing skin infections because their favorite nap spot was too hot. They won't move until it's too late, because that warmth feels comforting until it starts to hurt. So if your cat's always glued to the heater, it's not cuteness, it's danger wrapped in comfort. A safe alternative: create a cozy bed a few feet away from the heat source. Add a soft blanket or pet-safe heating pad set to low. That small adjustment could save your cat from a lifetime of skin sensitivity or internal stress. 4. Overfeeding because it's cold. It's a myth that cats need more food in winter. What they truly need is balanced nutrition, not extra calories. Many owners unconsciously feed bigger portions, thinking it will keep them warm. But what really happens? Weight gain, joint pressure, slower movement, and reduced playfulness. Extra fat doesn't equal insulation, it equals strain. And when your cat becomes heavier during winter, it moves less, sleeps more, and slowly drifts into a lifestyle that feels cozy but is quietly dangerous. That's why so many cats become overweight every winter, and when spring comes, their owners wonder why they're sluggish or depressed. Overfeeding also impacts digestion and heart health. Cats that eat more often than they should can develop fatty liver disease, a silent but deadly condition. Remember, a cat's stomach is only the size of a ping-pong ball. A few extra tablespoons daily can lead to serious consequences over time. Instead of more food, give them more movement. Play with a feather toy, a laser pointer, or a crinkle ball. Exercise will keep them warm naturally, and it's the kind of warmth no heater or meal can replace. 5. Ignoring the dangers of winter chemicals. Here's something most cat parents never think about: the chemicals we use to fight the cold. Salt, antifreeze, de-icers, all deadly to cats. Even indoor cats are at risk because these substances are often carried in from shoes or car tires. A cat's paws are incredibly sensitive. When they walk across even a tiny amount of salt or antifreeze residue, it burns their pads. Later, when they lick their paws clean, they swallow those toxins. And it doesn't take much. A few drops of antifreeze can destroy their kidneys in hours. The heartbreaking part: you'll never know it happened until your cat stops eating, becomes weak, or starts vomiting. By the time symptoms appear, the damage is already severe. Every winter, veterinarians see cats fighting for their lives because of something as small as a driveway sprinkle. To protect them, wipe your cat's paws gently with a damp cloth every time they come in from outside. If you live in an apartment or walk through salted hallways, keep a mat at your door. Prevention takes seconds. Recovery could take weeks or worse. Might never happen. 6. Bathing cats during cold weather. It might sound harmless, giving your cat a nice, warm bath to keep them clean. But vets warn that winter baths are one of the biggest triggers of respiratory illness in cats. Unlike dogs, cats have thinner layers of skin and fur that don't dry quickly. Even a small trace of dampness lowers their body temperature fast. Your cat may start sneezing hours later or act lethargic for days, and you'll never realize the bath caused it. And the saddest part? They trust you completely during that bath. They believe you're helping. When you bathe a cat in winter, the shock of cold air right after the bath can cause stress and immune suppression. That's why even mild colds can spiral into pneumonia or chronic sinus infections. If you truly need to clean your cat, use a pet-safe dry shampoo or grooming wipes. A warm towel rub can do wonders without exposing them to unnecessary risk. Remember, cats are self-cleaning creatures. In winter, less is more. 7. Assuming indoor cats don't feel the cold. It's one of the most common misconceptions. My cat stays inside, so she's safe. But homes get cold, too. Floors, windows, and walls leak winter air that cats feel deeply, especially older ones. Senior cats with arthritis feel every temperature drop as pain in their joints. You might notice them walking slower, hesitating to jump, or sleeping more. What feels like a mild chill to you could feel like a frozen ache to them. They'll never tell you, but their bodies remember the cold in ways you can't see. Even younger cats can suffer from low body temperature, which makes them sleepy, less playful, and prone to overeating just to feel warmth. Try giving them a raised bed away from drafts or placing soft blankets where sunlight hits during the day. If you have tile floors, consider foam mats or rugs. A few simple adjustments can turn your home from cold comfort to a true sanctuary. 8. Leaving windows or doors cracked open. A little fresh air seems harmless until you realize your cat's respiratory system isn't built for drafts. Cold air rushing through small openings creates invisible wind tunnels that strike right where your cat sleeps or sits. Over time, this leads to congestion, sneezing, and chronic breathing issues. Vets often treat cats for what looks like a seasonal cold, but it's actually exposure to constant drafts. You might not even feel it, but your cat's smaller body absorbs every chill like a sponge. Kittens and elderly cats are the first to suffer, often showing watery eyes or mild coughs that owners dismiss as nothing serious until it becomes something serious. If your cat loves sitting by the window, seal any cracks or place a blanket barrier. Let them enjoy the view without the invisible wind that could slowly make them sick. 9. Ignoring subtle behavior changes. This is the one mistake even the most loving cat parents make, and it's often the most dangerous. Cats don't cry for help. They speak through silence. When your cat sleeps longer, eats less, hides more, or seems different, those aren't quirks, they're warnings. In winter, cats often become lethargic not because they're cozy, but because they're cold, dehydrated, or depressed from lack of sunlight. One vet described it perfectly. When cats grow quiet, something inside them is struggling. Your cat might not meow, but her body is whispering for help. You just have to listen. Seasonal affective disorder can even affect cats. Shorter days and less sunlight reduce serotonin, making them feel sluggish or sad. If you notice changes, try opening blinds during daylight hours, play with them more, or use soft lighting to mimic warmth. Sometimes, emotional warmth is as healing as physical warmth. 10. Forgetting to check the car engine. This one breaks hearts every single winter. Outdoor cats, or even a neighbor's stray, often crawl under car hoods or into wheel wells to find warmth. And every year, countless cats never make it out alive. It happens in seconds. You start your car, unaware that a terrified cat is hiding inches from the engine. Veterinarians see the aftermath, broken bodies of animals who only wanted warmth. It's one of the simplest tragedies to prevent. Just one tap on your car hood before you start it. A single second that can save a life. If you park outside or near areas with strays, make it a habit. One gentle knock, one life spared. It's the smallest act of kindness, but to a freezing cat, it could mean everything. Before the cold fully sets in, take a moment to prepare your cat's world. Check their sleeping spot, their water, their play area. Make sure it's warm, hydrated, and cozy, not hot, dry, or dangerous. The smallest adjustments can mean the difference between survival and comfort. And if you can, bring a stray cat some shelter or a warm blanket this winter. Because compassion doesn't stop at your doorstep. It grows with every act of kindness. Your cat doesn't see the world like you do. To them, winter isn't magical. It's confusing, cold, and sometimes painful. But they trust you. Completely. They believe that whatever you do is right, even if it hurts. So this winter, choose differently. Be the warmth that keeps them safe. Be the reason they purr in peace instead of trembling in silence. And if you truly care, share this video. Because somewhere out there, another cat parent might need to hear this before it's too late. This is Paw's Corner, reminding you that love isn't just about cuddles, it's about protection. Stay warm, stay kind, and keep every paw safe this winter.